Also staying on top of breaking news in Washington, the deadly shooting of two Israeli embassy staff members. Now, this is a picture of the young couple.
And it appears to be a targeted attack. The shooting happened last night outside of D.C.'s Capitol Jewish Museum. A man is in custody. He has been identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez from Chicago. He could be heard yelling "Free Palestine" as officers detained him. So investigators are looking at this as a possible terror attack or a hate crime. The young couple who was killed were set to be engaged soon.
The young man purchased a ring this week with the intention of proposing to his girlfriend next week in Jerusalem. They were a beautiful couple who came to enjoy an evening in Washington's Cultural Center.
President Trump posted this message on social media saying these horrible D.C. killings based obviously on anti-Semitism must end now. Hatred and radicalism have no place in the USA.
And joining us this morning to discuss this deadly shooting is Israel Bachar, Consul General of Israel to the Pacific Southwest. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Now, we do know that you have been closely monitoring the situation overnight. What can you share with us about the latest developments this morning?
Well, currently all the Israeli embassies in America is on alert, of course, and we take some precautions just to make sure that everybody's safe and our workers feel safe. Coming to work this morning. Also, we're going to get more security around the embassies, consulate, all around the U.S. Unfortunately, we're experiencing this kind of attack just because of hate speech. It's going too long in America against Israel, against Jews, and people need to understand that words can kill. Incitement is a consequence at the end of the day. And when people are chanting in the streets, in the big city streets or in campuses, globalize the Intifada, free Palestine, it's a call for violence. And the outcome of last night, it's exactly the results of this hate speech that's going wild for too long.
So you're not surprised about this attack, considering the rise of politically motivated hate speech and violence in the U.S. Can you talk more about this?
Sure, I can tell you in the first few days after October 7th, there were riots and marches in New York City. And I went on one of the shows, on the news shows, and I said, these people are not only chanting against Israel, even before we started any military operation, but you will see that eventually they're gonna burn the American flag, and in the end of the day, they're gonna use violence. And yesterday, unfortunately, that's what happened. And when you're chanting false narrative, blood libels against Jews or anti-Zionistic messages, which are completely false and nothing to do with the reality or factual realities, in the end of the day, people who do not have the right knowledge and the right understanding of what is this conflict about will be influenced by it and take guns into their hands. Mm-hmm. And it's really not only an Israel tragedy, I think it's an American tragedy. We do hold, also we are Democrats, we do hold free speech as a dear value to us and an important value in our democracy, in the American democracy, but there is a difference between hate speech and free speech, and I think it's about time to draw the line.
We so appreciate your time this morning and your insight. Thank you. Israel Bachar, Consul General of Israel to the Pacific Southwest. We appreciate you talking with us. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Now, we do want you to stay with NBC4 as we continue to follow this story throughout the day. You can also download our NBC LA app and sign up for breaking news alerts so you never miss a headline.